Hey everybody, welcome back to Pink's Garage. Pink here. We are into the Focus Engine Swap Part 2, Episode 1. So, if you followed along with the last one, you saw that I had the engine swapped. I got everything working. It was all good. And then when I was tuning the motor, pushed it a little further than I should have, and we blew the engine. So, now we got to swap the engine again. This time we are just going to go back to the old engine that was in it. It's stock engine just like this one was, with a lot more miles on it. I'm not sure what all I'm going to swap. If the turbo's good, I'm going to use the new turbo. And we are going to tune it again, just not near with as much power. I'm probably going to not do the E85. Because that's where it was when it blew. It was E85 with meth injection. I'll probably just do the regular 93 tune, just to try and keep it running. But I need something to drive, and the truck is not fuel efficient. So give me 1 second. We'll look at what we got. So we're already in process of tearing it down. Slow going. I've been busy doing other stuff, and I'm going to be out of town for the next week, so don't expect an update anytime soon. But we've got the radiator out of it. We've got most of the front end off. I'm about ready to pull this, but that's holding this up. Now I either need to get somebody to come and drain my AC lines, or I got to hang this thing again, which will get in the way this time because I'm not on that side of the garage, and I have to get through here quite often. So, I've got another car I need to work on. So that one needs the intercooler replaced for the Whipple, and I need to get the clutch replaced. But what we have down here, let's see. Let's widen this out so we can see a little bit better. So this is the radiator, the radiator, and you can see that when pieces came out, they damaged it. Now, I don't know if there's a hole in it or not. I'm going to do a pressure test or a smoke test on it. I'll do a smoke test first, and then if that's good, then I'll take it somewhere and have a pressure test done on it, because it needs to be able to hold pressure. Smoke doesn't give it the pressure, but it'll let me know if there's even a hole there. So basically, I got all the front wires done, but once I get this thing out of the way, this crash bar here out of the way, then I'll be able to unhook all the other wiring on the front, and then I got to take this stuff off the top, be able to get this out. And I gotta get the battery out so I can get the battery box out and then start unhooking all that stuff. I think if I were to get on this in a day, I could have the engine out, most likely. If I put a whole day into it, I could probably have this engine out. Depends on how I'm feeling. Like, my back's been really bothering me again lately, so, there's that. But, that's where we're at. And, if you haven't seen, there's quite a large hole down there. I windowed the block pretty good, and what came out of there was not just rod, it was piston as well, like pieces of the piston, large pieces. That's what hit the radiator. I already picked those up and threw them away, but the garage is kind of a mess still, and I'll have to rearrange some things. But here's the other engine. It's the same one I pulled out. It's in the same shape it was. I'll do some cleanup on it. Swap that turbo out. The reason I'm going to do that, why it's out instead of, waiting, is because, and that clutch is going to come off. I'm going to swap clutches, put that clutch that's in it on here because it's nicer. But I don't think I'm going to do the balance shaft delete on it. I think I'm just going to leave it the way it is and not do the balance shaft delete. I got to put the oil cooler probably. Oh no, that's right. I had another one. So I don't have to change the oil cooler. It's already good. I do want to clean this engine up a little bit. And I'd love to get this out and get the plug that goes in there. So I'm going to see if I can get the one out of here. And then we can just swap it and get rid of that heater. Because don't really need it. Because if you see in this one, it's a plug. And that's all I need is the plug. Because I don't need an engine heater. It doesn't get that cold here most of the time. And generally this car's in the garage. So, but that's where we're at with that. So that's going to wrap this one up. It was just pretty quick, just to informative, let you know what's going on. Hopefully on the next one I can just set up some time-lapse footage to watch me tearing this thing out. So I'll get a tripod back here and try and get a view to where you can see me tearing this thing down. But until then, I will see you in the next one.